And welcome into another special edition Blue Streaks halftime show interview. I am your sports director, Logan Petoskey, and joining us here in studio is another very special guest. He is a forward on the John Carroll men's basketball team. It's my pleasure to introduce junior Luka Eller. Luka, thank you so much for stopping in. How's everything going?
Good. Thank you for having me. How you doing?
Doing well, absolutely. So before we talk about your career here at John Carroll, this is your first year with the blue and gold, do you want to talk about the start of your collegiate career? Your first 2 seasons, you were enrolled at Miami of Ohio, played in 19 games combined the previous 2 seasons with the Red Hawks. Why ultimately did you decide to make that move here to JCU?
The reason I moved to JCU, I feel like I wanted more of a focal point on the education aspect. School's going really well for me at Miami, but in terms of getting an internship and stuff like that, I just felt like John Carroll was a better fit for me. It was a lot closer to home for me. So, it all worked out at the end, definitely.
And it seems like it certainly has been so far, both on and off the court for you this year. So, even a bit earlier than Miami of Ohio, you have been here in the Northeast Ohio area. You're from Mentor, played high school basketball at Lake Catholic, the all-time leading scorer and rebounder for the Lake Catholic Cougars, over 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds in your career, and a couple of key connections from Lake Catholic here at John Carroll now. Your high school running mate, Luke Frazier, and your high school head coach, Matt Moran, and assistant for head coach Pete Moran on the staff this year. How does it feel to have these connections back now at the college level?
It's really cool. I think it's really unique. I think that's what makes this team unique, is that we have a lot of guys from this team from around this area. We've played AAU together for a while. But like you said, having Coach Matt Moran back on the staff here, he was part of that 3 or 4 Final Four team, so it's a really cool thing. He brings a lot of experience to the table. So, and playing with Luke, I never thought I'd be able to play with him again, so, I never take it for granted.
And it's translated definitely well on the court this season. You guys with just 3 losses in your first 25 games. So I want to reemphasize those strong connections again, because I know you have the connections, Coach Moran and Luke Frazier. But I saw this picture a while ago. I've referenced it to quite a few of your teammates. Connor O'Toole posted it on Instagram a while back. It's yourself, Luke Chacon, Connor O'Toole, Chase Toppin, and Luke Frazier, all on one AAU team. I think it was back in maybe late elementary school, early middle school. What does it mean to have all of you now on the same team once again?
It's amazing. The crazy part of it was, we always kept in touch. Even though, besides me and Luke, we didn't go to the same high school, but we still kept in touch. We still hung out. We were still good friends. I think that was a really big part of all of us coming together once more. It's just getting that connection.
And now the Blue Streak Brotherhood, it's been thriving and doing very well so far this season. The team right now, 22-3 in the regular season, 16-2 in the OAC. The top seed in the OAC tournament, co-regular season champions with Mount Union. What does a team need to do to keep this momentum going, knowing that you're starting the OAC tournament and likely heading into the NCAA tournament?
Just keeping it one game at a time. It's as simple as that. Coach Pete told us just keep it one game at a time, keep our heads down, just keep working.
And the work has been paying off so far this season. So just talking about your season a little more individually, you're currently averaging over 6 points and 5 rebounds per game, shooting nearly 54% from the field, have a pair of double-doubles this season as well. What's been working well for you specifically?
Just hustling, being that energy guy. We have a lot of guys to sub through, so if you're tired, just get one out. But I think that's the great part about this team, is we're so deep that we always just have that energy. And it comes a long way, especially when you're battling in these close games.
And I know it's not quite the rapid-fire 5-in, 5-out that head coach Mike Moran had, Coach Pete Moran's father, but it's been very close, because you have those 2 units of about 5 players that are getting about the same minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been huge for this team, and it's shown. We've proved to everyone that we can do it.
Certainly have. And just a little bit more about you specifically, kind of a role change in a sense, because you started just one of the first 13 games of the season. Now you've started each of the last 12. Has there been any sort of adjusting to this new role at all?
Not really. Coming off the bench or starting doesn't really mean anything to me, as well as anybody else. We just want to see the team succeed. No one really cares about what they do. Everybody knows their role in the team, and I think that's why we're succeeding at this level, is just because everybody knows what they have to do in order for this team to do it well.
And I think that's a great mindset to have, that team-oriented attitude, certainly going a long way this season. John Carroll men's basketball forward Luka Eller is our guest on the Blue Streaks halftime show. So we've talked a decent amount about your play on the basketball court. Just going to go off of it a little bit, get to know you a little bit better. So currently a junior here at John Carroll. at the moment pursuing a degree in finance.
Yes.
Do you have anything in mind? I know it's the later stages of your collegiate career. Any ideal plans in mind for after college?
I haven't really thought about it too much. I do have an internship this summer over at Ancora, so we'll see where it takes me. But I'm not really looking into jobs too much right now. Try to, enjoy the last couple of years of college. So we'll see where it takes me.
Now, I think a job at hand right now, getting into this postseason on the basketball court. But congrats on the internship,
Thank you.
Best of luck with everything there. And what do you enjoy doing when you're not on the basketball court?
Well, I'm not really sure. I mean, I do a lot of homework. That usually takes up most of my time these days. I live in the same house with Luke Chacon, Luke Frazier, Sean Collins, Gene Higgins. So we just like to sit on the couch and watch TV and just joke around. At this point of the season where we're at, there's not much to do. The weather's not too well. So we just kind of just stay at home and just do us.
So the brotherhood staying together off the floor. And from my understanding, so Luke got a dog, right? How's that been in the house?
Max is doing well. I mean, he has his days here and there, but I mean, we still love him. So, I mean, I think we'll keep him until the guys graduate. So, I mean, I'm hoping so. So we'll see.
Awesome. And so that's, a bit off the basketball court. I'm just going to kind of transition into our final segment here. Luka, I do want to thank you once again for sitting down with us. It's a segment I call Fast Favorites. So, okay. I mean, it's as fast as you want it to be.
Okay.
I, just had to give it a name. So it's just 5 quick categories, and you just give me your favorite for each category.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So firstly, what is your favorite food?
Chipotle.
Man, you even said that before I got the question out.
Absolutely. No, I go to Chipotle at least like 3-4 times a week, so it's definitely up there.
Well, there's a staple right there. Your favorite show?
Ooh, Outer Banks. Yeah, there's a new season coming out tomorrow that I'm ecstatic for, so I'm definitely going to watch it a little bit after our game tomorrow night.
How about your favorite movie?
Oof. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so 1 through 9, any of those movies are good for me.
There you go. Your favorite music artist?
Thomas Rhett. I'm a huge country guy. Went to a concert this summer with my girlfriend. It was great. He's definitely number 1 for me.
Now, I think I've kind of heard from a couple of your teammates. Is there a little bit of a split amongst the team, country and not?
A lot of guys on the team don't like country, and I'm okay with that. But then there are a few guys on the team, Connor O'Toole, John Scrata, Blake Booker, they love country. So it depends. If we're all together, it's hard who gets the aux. Usually the country takes over, though.
I mean, if it's leading to wins, you might as well keep going. Perfect. And finally, your favorite all-time basketball player?
Favorite all-time basketball player? That's a good one. This is going to sound really biased, but I'm going to have to say LeBron. Just because he's from Cleveland. I mean, it's not much more to explain.
I mean, all-time leading scorer, regular season and postseason. Still doing what he's doing at 38 years old. It's just unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. The way he just keeps his body in shape at this age and things he's doing. I mean, he's going to be in the game for another 4 or 5 years, to say the least.
Maybe he can even play with one or both of his sons in the NBA. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be awesome.
For sure. So, Luka, that's just about all the time we have. Do want to thank you once again for being here with us, and best of luck, not only the rest of the season, but the rest of your collegiate career.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That was John Carroll men's basketball forward Luka Eller on the Blue Streaks halftime show. And coming up, the rest of our coverage of tonight's OAC tournament semifinal between your top-seeded John Carroll Blue Streaks and the 4th-seeded Marietta Pioneers. Right here on your home for the Blue Streaks, WJCU 88.7.